and he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Saints 7, 49ers nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
He's to the 15.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
46 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
But look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Justin Fields, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. From the gun, here's Fields.
And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th.
They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
2nd and 7.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
Ready, go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready,
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Williams, a man in motion right. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Niners 14, Saints 7.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
Slot man moves right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
2nd and 6. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again.
Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL started. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, is what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Saints. Josh Jacobs, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
Still going. He may go.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Ready.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They go with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Jacobs, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
By Aaron Donald. A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
throwing middle, and it's complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll drop to throw. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he loses the football a second time. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Cook on a first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out in the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
19 tight.
They'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. A shotgun snap, Fields. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Chips land. Hey, can. Right.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Saints' 33-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Fields.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted.
Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
No muss, no muss. Go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Second and a couple. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
Here we go, son.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
they snap it to Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 4. They got 8. And it results in a conversion on 4th down. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And quickly, they get to the line.
And they'll run on the...
Oh, no, they lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
44 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It was DJ Johnson on the tackle.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Come on.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Panther 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He's on his way. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 60 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
13 yards. First down, Saints.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This to Jacobs on the toss right. A beautiful fake. And out of bounds right around the 20.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Ready, ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Cut my team. Cut my team.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for San Francisco, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we're watching the Snowhawks. Speedy running back. He'll be a...
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
But you look at this defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So his
first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Williams diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned.
Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he returns this to the 22.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
That's out quickly to Hyatt.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Offensively, when you see cover...
They begin the drive with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked at it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Jones hit in the goal zone. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And in a great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is a hell for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming.
This drive is turning to an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On fourth down, Jones. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work.
Half 18. Up, go.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
But first down hurts. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation.
Half jumbo.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and
Here
4.
now, 2nd and 4.
Eagles 47-yard line.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
He's to the 15.
And he takes this one back into the... And the Eagles defense gets a pick. They give it to Williams, running right.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Here we go, hey.
They run. It's Williams. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy.
Let's go get one. Let's go get one.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
There's a nice move. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Man, These guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Bobby O'Carrick